Mazinger ZERO. Mazinger Z is a god-tier machine built from superalloy Z, powered by a photonic energy engine that can match the sun's output. Created by Juzo Kabuto and piloted by his grandson Koji, it started out as a weapon for justice but quickly became something far more dangerous. At its core, Mazinger Z houses 7 mysterious black boxes called Mazin Power, each unlocking powers like regeneration, matter absorption, future prediction, and reality rewriting. One box lets Z transfer a winning outcome from a parallel universe into the current one. Another allows it to literally melt reality and reshape it into a wasteland. Mazinger Z is already insane in base form, with classic attacks like Rocket Punch, Breast Fire, and Rust Hurricane. But when all 7 black boxes activate, it transforms into Mazinger ZERO. This version fuses Koji into the machine. It grows stronger, smarter, and basically goes feral. Zero can destroy entire planets, absorb timelines, and even rewrite reality without needing a pilot. It's so strong that it became a threat across all of existence. At one point, it melts Tokyo Bay, cracks the Earth's crust, and destroys Mount Fuji with a single move. It even erases multiple timelines to become the only robot left in any universe. Zero's power made it completely unhinged. It gains sentience, becomes self-aware, and sees other super robots as threats that must be wiped out. It doesn't care about allies or enemies. If there's another Mazinger in the multiverse, it'll go after it. Its personality is cold, calculating, and completely focused on domination. That's why even Koji, its original pilot, becomes a threat to it. And it gets worse. When Dr. Hell hijacks Zero, it enters Jigoku mode. The robot grows wings made of pure photonic energy and uses Kikaido karate to split the Earth and Moon in a single hit. With Dr. Hell in control, Zero becomes even more brutal, pushing every system to its extreme. Jigoku mode uses tentacles, super blades, and world-breaking punches. It's no longer a robot, it's a cosmic monster. Mazinger Z started as a prototype that went wrong and killed its own creator. Over thousands of time loops, Mazinger kept evolving, gaining sentience and more power. At one point, Minerva X, another robot, had to kill Koji just to send his soul back in time to fix things. The timelines get so messy that Koji ends up fighting versions of himself, trying to stop Zero before it triggers the end of everything. Even when sealed away, Zero keeps growing. Eventually, it becomes its own universe. One version of Koji calls it something beyond God. Zero literally becomes a singularity, existing outside space and time. In the final battle, Koji and other Mazingers summon ghost versions of themselves just to land a hit. It takes the combined power of every photonic mecha and multiple realities to finally shut it down. Minerva X. Minerva X is one of the most important pieces in the Shin Mazinger ZERO story, and a core reason the Mazinger universe hasn't been completely wiped out. She was originally created by Juzo Kabuto as a photon accelerator meant to send data back in time. That machine evolved into a humanoid robot and later into a full android after Dr. Hell stole the plans and rebuilt her. Her mission? Stop Mazinger Z from becoming Mazinger ZERO. She's lived through nearly 2,800 time loops, trying to find a future where that doesn't happen. Minerva X has photonic wings called the Photon Scrander, shoots Koshiryoku beams from her eyes, and can use classic attacks like Breast Fire and Rust Hurricane. She uses Rust Hurricane not just in combat, but also to destroy people's bodies so their souls can travel through time and carry memories into the past. That's how she gives Koji small flashes of memory from his past lives, which is what eventually helps him avoid becoming part of the destructive version of Z. Minerva's history is long and complicated. In the first timeline, Juzo uses Mazinger Z to conquer the world in just 14 days. He gets bored and sends data back in time again through Minerva, unknowingly triggering a massive multiverse chain reaction. Every timeline she travels through ends in disaster. Mazinger Z always becomes Zero and destroys everything. Sometimes she works with heroes, sometimes with villains, all to stop that final form. In one timeline she fails, and Z becomes sentient, kills Juzo, and wipes out Earth. In another, she loses access to her time communication system. Eventually she discovers a workaround. She finds that she can send a human soul back to its younger self using the Rust Hurricane and photon acceleration, but it only works with Koji Kabuto. He's the only one with enough connection to Z to shift history. So she focuses everything on keeping him alive and sane. That includes resetting timelines, helping him in school, and even dealing with everyday life issues like jealousy from Sayaka. She blends in as a schoolgirl, even though she's an android built for war. She joins hot spring trips, fights beside the team, and opens up emotionally in this more peaceful timeline. In the final loops, Minerva finally starts to get a taste of normal life. She laughs with friends, deals with awkward crushes, and even starts to feel hope. But she's constantly haunted by memories of previous timelines, of battles lost, of Mazinger Z going berserk, and of Koji's death and rebirth. She knows how bad it can get, and how easy it is for everything to fall apart. But she keeps going. Every time the world resets, she tries again. Hell King Gordon. Hell King Gordon is the final boss in the Mazin Kaiser OVA and wasn't controlled by Dr. Hell directly. Instead, Baron Ashura begged to become stronger, and Dr. Hell fused them with the machine, along with several Iron Mask soldiers. The result was Hell King Gordon, a massive fusion monster built for one reason: wipe out Mazin Kaiser. This version of Hell King Gordon looks way different from its manga version. It's not the size of a mountain anymore, but still stands more than twice as tall as Mazin Kaiser. Its main weapons are pure destruction. It wields a huge blade and shoots lightning from its fingers. Its strongest move is channeling that lightning into its sword and slashing with full force. It doesn't have the Cyclone Fire attack like the original version, but the lightning blade makes up for it. It's strong enough to mess up Mazin Kaiser, and even damages the cockpit systems mid-battle. When Koji Kabuto arrives at Hell Castle, Dr. Hell sends out Hell King Gordon as his ultimate weapon. The fight nearly goes bad for Koji, especially after Mazin Kaiser takes a hit that knocks out its controls. But thanks to a stick boss gave him earlier, a small gift that turns out to be just what he needs, Koji manages to fix the controls in the middle of battle. From there, the tide turns. Koji pulls out the Mazinger blade and clashes with Hell King Gordon in a final showdown. With one powerful slash, he cuts the monster in half, ending the fight. Iron Kaiser. Iron Kaiser was hidden under Garen's castle on Machine Island. It wasn't just another battle machine. It served as the control system and seal for the island's gravity engine. Powered by a graviton reactor, the same kind of energy source that powers the gravity curtain, Iron Kaiser had near unlimited energy and full control over gravity itself. This lets it fly, move fast, and crush enemies by manipulating gravitational force. Iron Kaiser comes equipped with deadly attacks. It uses the Smasher Punch to launch its arms like missiles, similar to other Mazinger robots. Its Iron Tornado blows out a corrosive wind that breaks enemies down into dust. It also has shoulder blasters that pop out to fire energy beams, and a spear that grows out from its body for brutal, close-range fights. There's a built-in Gatling gun in its arms and a missile launcher for long-range strikes. The robot isn't just strong, it's fully loaded for every kind of combat. In the story, Kiba comes back from the dead and sneaks into Garen's castle to get his hands on Iron Kaiser. After killing Himiko, he takes control of the machine and goes straight into battle with Mazin Kaiser SKL. At first, Kiba and Iron Kaiser overpower the Kaiser, putting everyone at risk. The fight even causes the gravity curtain to spin out of control, locking down key systems and making it impossible to shut off manually. To even the odds, Tsubasa Yuki gives the Kaiser the Wing Cross upgrade. With this power boost, the Kaiser can match Iron Kaiser in battle. In the end, they hold Iron Kaiser in place just long enough to use the Inferno Blaster and destroy both Kiba and the robot. That blast also takes out the unstable gravity core, ending the threat. Mazin Emperor G. Mazin Emperor G is one of the most insane upgrades in the Mazinger series. Built as the ultimate backup for Great Mazinger, it combines photonic energy with Getter Rays, giving it a hybrid power system that matches the insane output of Mazinger ZERO. It was created by Kenzo Kabuto in secret, and only revealed during a critical battle when Great Mazinger was destroyed. Tetsuya Tsurugi barely survived that fight, but then boarded this beast and turned the tide instantly. It can fly, charge, and even be launched as a bomb. In battle, Mazin Emperor G doesn't hold back. It has moves like Rust Typhoon, a triple cyclone attack. Its Great Smasher Punch replaces its fists with giant spinning blades that drill through enemies. It wields two Emperor blades stored in its legs or fuses them into one huge sword. Its Great Blaster attack opens its chest and fires a stream of thermal energy. Thunderbolt Breaker calls down lightning, turns it into a beam, and finishes with a power pose. One of its most brutal finishers is the Emperor Sword. It slams the ground, summons a massive claymore, activates its booster, and dashes at full speed, cutting through foes before a huge explosion hits. It also fights in sync with Mazin Kaiser using team attacks like the Double Burning Fire and Mazin Double Emperor Strike. Grendizer. Grendizer was originally built on Planet Fleet and piloted by Duke Fleet. After his home planet was attacked by the Vegan Empire, Duke escaped with Grendizer to Earth. Once the vegans followed him to Earth, Grendizer became the main defense against them. While it looked similar to Mazinger-style robots, it had its own distinct arsenal and support system. Grendizer fights using several deadly attacks. The Screw Crusher Punch is its most well-known move, where the robot fires its spinning forearms like drills at Mach 5. This has three versions: the Screw Punch, the Crusher Punch, and the Dizer Punch, each with slightly different blade setups. It also has hand beams and backhand missiles, which are weaker but useful in crowd control. The Harkins are large shoulder blades that can turn into a double-bladed staff or be thrown like javelins. In desperate moments, Grendizer can also launch these as shoulder boomerangs. The robot's torso fires a powerful anti-gravity storm that either lifts or crushes enemies using intense gravitational force. From the horns on its head, Grendizer can unleash Space Thunder, an electric attack that can run for up to 10 hours and hit hit at 60,000 degrees. Geyser beam comes from its eyes, usually while flying with the Spazer, which is a support vehicle that docks with Grendizer to give it aerial or underwater mobility. There's also Geyser full power mode, which removes its energy limiters for short bursts of boosted power, but it overheats fast. In rare manga-only scenes, Grendizer also used Geyser Terra Max, where panels on its body open up to enhance its electrical output even more. In the final battle, it helped take down King Vega's mothership and ended the war. After that, Duke and his sister Maria left Earth to rebuild Planet Fleet. If you like this video, turn on the notification bell and subscribe for more.